reading John Berryman's Pulitzer Prize winning 1965 won the Pulitzer for it, Dream Songs, and having it regurgitated to me throughout my MFA process set me to thinking quite strenuously about his use of the minstrel form or his use of blackface in his work. And in the Dream Songs, he created this persona called Henry. And Henry was someone that kind of code switched in and out of blackface. And that notion kind of got to me in terms of, I guess there's a discussion about appropriation going on in American poetry right now and in American culture right now. And it struck me that at the very least, that kind of appropriation had to be addressed. So I use that as a preface up to these poems that I'm going to read to you, which take the voice of John Berryman in his Dream Songs and transpose them into the voice of an actual fugitive from slavery named Henry Box Brown. Henry Box Brown was a slave in Virginia who in around 1849, I may get the dates a little bit wrong, around 1849, put himself in a 2.5 by 3.5 foot box and mailed himself to Philadelphia to freedom. True story. Got out of the box singing a song. And then was tried, in 1851, Fugitive Slave Act was passed. He was physically assaulted by slave catchers that were trying to drag him back into slavery. So he said, peace out, I'm going to England. And he had a continuing career there as a kind of telling stories about the American slave trade up until the end of the Civil War, and then after that as a mesmerist. Fascinating cat. I say that to you because what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what I did with John Berryman's poems, and when y'all get the book, you can see them as they appear in the book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a line from one of the Dream Songs, and then I'm going to read how they were transposed into the voice of Henry Box Brown. So, this is probably the most famous Dream Song. It's Dream Song number 1. Line from Berryman, and then a line from our friend Henry Box Brown. Huffy Henry hid the day. Our Box Henry hid away. Unappeasable Henry sulked. John Berryman's old Henry sulked. I see his point of trying to put things over. I see his point. He was trying to put one over. It was the thought that they thought. It was that he thought that we thought. They could do it made Henry wicked and away. Or he could do it that breaks our Henry out this away. But he should have come out and talked. So here he will come out and talk. All the world like a wooden lover. All the world like a full bent lover. Once did seem on Henry's side. Once did see from old Henry's side. Then came a departure. Here comes a departure. Thereafter nothing fell out as it might or ought. Hereafter something falls out. Now it might go fraught. I don't see how Henry pried. Let us see how Box Henry pried. Open for all the world to see, survived. Open for all to see, survives. What he has now to say is a long. Wonder the world can bear and be. wonder the world can bear and see. Once in a sycamore I was glad. Once with his black face worn, John was glad. All at the top, and I sang. All at the top, and he sang. Hard on the land where's the strong sea. Here in this land where some strong be, and empty grows every bed. Let Box Henry grow in every head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just read Box Henry's voice. Once Box Henry hid away. John Berryman's old Henry sulked. I see his point. He was trying to put one over. It was that he thought that we thought he could do it that breaks our Henry out this away. So here he will come out and talk. All the world, like a full-bent lover, once did see from old Henry's side. Here comes a departure. Hereafter something falls out. Now it might go fraught. Let us see how Box Henry, pride open for all to see, survives. What he has now to say is a long wonder the world can bear and see. Once with his black face worn, John was glad all at the top. And he sang. Here in this land where some strong be, let Box Henry grow in every head.